Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Kotobukiya Bishoujo statue of Black Canary. The statue is already connected to the base, and there are no accessories to attach, so assembly of the statue is pretty basic. You just take it out of the box. And taking a closer look at it, there are some really cool little details to this. And I know, Black Canary is a really simple outfit, but to me, Kotobukiya is all about the details. Like if you look at the sides of her bodice there's some good wrinkles right by her hips. The wrinkling of the jacket sleeves. You could go really basic with this stuff, but Kotobukiya is fantastic at all the little details and nooks and crannies of their sculpt. Just the way that jacket flares out, like it's kind of blown in the wind, makes for a really dynamic pose. The way her hair is like windswept, it all looks really cool. Not only the way that the hair lays here, but the way it flares out and kind of curls towards the bottom. Awesome. I think Koto just does a great job with this. Also, I just like the way her hair kind of hangs in the front. I mean, they're really great at sculpting these kind of not only poses, but also just like the styles of the characters. Now, if we'll go down to a closer look at the boots of the character, you can just see the details within the sculpt there that gives it kind of a leathery, the way fabric can kind of bunch on shoes and boots and whatnot. So I think they did a great job with that. Also, nice touch that they went with an actual netted material to do the fishnetting of her outfit. Now, underneath the fishnet, you can see the usual paint contours that Koto does with their figures. You can see the shading right there, on her thighs. It's a little harder to see through the fishnetting, but you can see it there with the knees and all that. So I'm glad that they didn't skip that element. They still stuck with their usual excellent skin shade paint. And then you get up to the actual bodice that she's wearing, and I think they did a great job with the sculpt and the blackness of it. I don't know if it was painted that way or if the material they started with is like that. But a little detail that I dig is right here on the back. The bodice laces up, and they actually did sculpt the lacing back there. So that's a nice little detail. Props to them for getting that. And then as far as just little more details, the paint of her zipper is really clean. And then also the paint on her face is super clean, as usual, because I think Koto is the master of detailed paint when it comes to collectibles. Her eyeball and the little white dots within the blue, her eyebrows, those little tiny lashes, and just the paint of her lips, the use of the dark line in the middle, and then the softer pink for the bottom lip looks really good. Her winking eye looks cool. And just her little choker there. Now, personally, I wish this figure was maybe sculpted in a canary cry kind of thing. But one of the things about the Bishoujo line is that they're kind of cutesy, pretty girl kind of things, and her screaming probably doesn't fit the style. And as far as the style goes, I think the wink and the attitude and all that does work really well. Also, there are some kind of highlighted paint elements to her face. You can see some of the shading, especially around the ear, and also, if it matters, there is some shading in her boobajube area. So yeah, all that skin shading really does highlight the paint really well, the skin paint effect. So again, props to them. I'm going to rave again. I'm going to say the word details more. Just kidding. I'm done saying the word details. I'm done talking about paint. I'm just going to keep saying that this looks really good. If you're a Black Canary fan and you dig this style, I think you'll like this because I certainly do. And I think the use of actual mini fishnet on this is a really nice touch for a really cool pose of a really cool character that makes for a really cool statue. Thanks for watching.